Hey there, it's Jenny McGarvey, and it has been a long time since I have made a scrapbook process video, but I felt really inspired because I was loving this Cocoa Daisy Gather collection. I mostly create 8.5 by 11 layouts, and so that's what I'm doing today. I simply cut a small strip of patterned paper to go at the top to lead your eye up the page. It is around a half an inch thick. And I am going through the rest of the pattern papers now. I know that I want to create a large triangle at the bottom, but I'm not 100% sure which paper I want to use. I settled on this circles one because this layout is about lemons, and so I knew that the circular shape repeated over and over again would mimic the shape of the lemons. Now, it's not exact, right? But it's very similar. And the bonus is that it has some yellow circles in it as well, and so it really plays into this very, very nicely. Now, I have adhered that down to the bottom, and I'm going to go through these alphabets, and they're wonderful because they already have adhesive on the back, and so I just have to peel them off and stick them on the page. I want to look for the word fall, and I found it because I'm going to use that as part of my title. I am also going to use some of my other alphabet stickers that are included. I'm just pulling together some embellishments. You saw me go through those tags. None of them said today, someday, that kind of thing. That's what I was looking for, something a little more generic. They were only the days of the week, and so I decided not to use those. But I do have some chipboard pieces and some die cuts that I'm going to use to layer around this. I am going to use this blue speckled sort of polka dot pattern paper as my background, just the little mat around my photo. I haven't done that a lot. Honestly, I mostly just use white cardstock, but this time I'm going to use the pattern paper. I'm trying to create a little cluster of the die cuts that will go right there in the upper left-hand corner of this photo. Look at it right there. Don't the lemons look so vibrant? I grew up in Iowa and have lived in other parts of the country where citrus fruits don't readily grow outside, and so it's constantly amazing to me that I can have citrus fruit growing in my backyard even 10, 15 years later. These die cuts have adhesive already on the back, and so it's wonderful because you just simply peel the back off and stick it right down. The same with the alphabet stickers. Now, as you can see, I'm just I'm sticking fall down on the paper, and that is going to be the start of my title, which is going to be Fall in the Garden. And so I will use those alphabet stickers that you already see laying on my desk to finish the rest of it up. I'm putting down that little chipboard tag right there on the lower right hand corner just to see if I can make that come together. Whoops, don't you hate it when you're out of an alpha? I was out of a T, and so I simply just cut the top of an F off just to make it work because I wasn't going to backtrack and change my whole plan, especially for one letter. I'm really not a perfectionist in any way, shape, or form, and so this works out great for me. Now, you can see that obviously because I didn't adhere that tag, it's sort of sliding all over the place, but it's okay because I will adhere it now that I know that it fits. It's just wonderful right there. Now, I'm not going to tie any twine or string to the hole, so I'm going to simply place a tiny little die cut over it, like sort of making it look intentional that the flower is there, and I really love the effect. It's super cute. Now, I'm going to create another little cluster because I will try to follow my visual triangle here, and so I'll create one up here at the top as well. And then I could draw a line in between that cluster, the cluster in the upper left-hand corner of the photo, and then the cluster in the lower right-hand corner. And it just gives it overall great design for the page and looks really super cute. Now I put the floral little piece and then on top of it, layered over it, the little word strip sticker, although it's not really a strip, is it? It's kind of a bigger one. And then 3 little enamel dots, or they're really actually pearl. They're not really enamel. They're so pretty though. And just created that little cluster. It's very, very simple, yet it looks amazing. I think it's so stunning. So now I'm really satisfied with the overall design of this layout. However, I do still have a little bit more to include. I definitely want to add some journaling, and I want to add the date as well. The date is really important to me because I realize now how quickly we forget things. Maybe that's just me, and maybe it's my slightly advanced age or middle age, if you will, but I'm going to add the date here so that I remember when we're at this point, right? Now I'm adding journaling. I'm using just my own handwriting and a pen, and I have drawn some straight lines in order to do that. And I love the contrast of the black pen and the black lines, and then also on that white paper. It just really pops. And then I'm just going to stamp this, and that's it. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you have a great day.